Hi friends, welcome back to YLI Musique, to the L'Amour bathroom. I don't really know what to call this video. The first thing that jumps to mind is like a skincare showcase, but that just sounds incredibly cheesy. I'm always trying to think of the best way to share with you guys what new products I'm testing, what I think about them. And it's just difficult to keep up with the volume, and especially to get you thoughts, reviews, recommendations in time to take advantage of things like subscription boxes or special promotions. I guess sort of the initiating force behind this video is that I wanted to find a way to let you know about the August Boxwalla box featuring Heart of Gold. But while I was at it, I was like, oh, but I'm also testing these two other brands, and I like, how do I get that all together and package that and get it out? While I can't demo all three of these skincare ranges and products on my skin, because for a number of reasons. One, my skin is just too sensitive to do all of that in a filming situation. Two, I don't have my shiz together enough to film like multiple nights during the week because I have a 9-month-old baby. So what we're gonna do today is talk about these three different brands, and I'm gonna just kind of show you the products up close and personal and give you almost like quick little flash reviews. The three things we're going to cover in today's video are, as I said, the August Boxwalla box featuring Heart of Gold, the rebrand of Activist Skincare, which is a brand I have shared about on and off in the past, and I want to show you guys the new packaging and how everything looks. And then I finally bit the bullet, actually being persuaded by many of you who write into me periodically but regularly and say, have you tried YÜLI? You should try YÜLI. These are some of my favorite products. So I went on the website and I bought a bunch of sample sizes. Now don't be fooled too when you see these. The sizes are very small, but A, they're very potent. B, it's also ridiculous what I paid for this like small amount of travel products. This video is being brought to you by the YLI Musique Patreon group. I'm so thankful to all the people that are on Patreon supporting YLI Musique and the production of independent creative content that I offer here, as well as supporting the creation of future content like a podcast that is in the works. If you go to patreon.com/YLI Musique, you can see the different tiers of support, and with that comes bonus content at every level. The bonus content is nested within the levels, so the higher the level that you're at, you get all of the bonus content that's nested below. Enough of that, why don't we start talking about the August Boxwalla box. August Boxwalla is featuring a Portland-based brand called Heart of Gold. I am familiar with this brand, though I've never tried anything. Maybe 3 years ago, I want to say, a L'Amour viewer, could have even been more, 3 or 4 years ago, a L'Amour viewer actually told me about this brand. It was right around the time when I was starting to get into vibrational skincare. I guess I like intuitive skincare might be a better way of saying it. I was very, very happy to finally get to try these products. So there's 3 products in the box, all full size: the Sea Change Cleansing Balm, the Sweetbriar Hydrating Nectar, and a new release that was being launched through the Boxwalla box, the Modern Love Gommage Gel. The cutoff to subscribe to this box was originally August 1, but I believe it has been extended through August 10th, so you still have time to get it. The total cost of the box is $49.95. With Boxwalla, you subscribe and you receive a beauty box every other month, so it's not a monthly. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail about the formula or ingredients or things like that, because I want this video to just be kind of quick and show you textures and how I've been liking stuff. So Sea Change Cleansing Balm, probably my favorite product of this trio. The best way I can describe it is it's like a magnet on the skin. Once it's a little bit stiff to get going on the skin, like it doesn't sort of melt immediately on contact the way a lot of cleansing balms do, but once you work it in, I tend to emulsify it with a tiny bit of water. It is emulsifiable and can be rinsed clean. However, I still use a cloth with it just because that's my favorite removal method for a first cleanse, which is what I use this for. It has sort of a fennel smell. It literally feels like it is reaching deep within your pores and getting all of like the makeup and sunscreen and whatever has been accumulating on your skin throughout the day, it's like a magnet. I feel like when I take it off with a warm cloth, there is just like more than normal amount of makeup, grime, etc. on the washcloth, and it leaves the skin feeling actually quite neutral after. Products like this are really nice because you can take them off with a cloth for a first cleanse, and then you can use a little bit more emulsified as a rinse off second cleanse. Very versatile, very pleasant to use, very gentle. Okay, next is the Sweetbriar Hydrating Nectar. The directions for this say apply 1 to 3 pumps to clean, damp skin or mix with oil serum for a bespoke emulsion. It's a really lightweight hydrating serum. It's extremely gentle. That's what I could say about this whole brand is I feel like it actually reminds me a bit of Evan Healy. If I had to think of a brand that it's sort of analogous to, it feels Evan Healy-ish, but perhaps a little bit more potent. This is very, very, very gentle. I think this brand in general is probably really great for sensitive skin. The Sweetbriar Hydrating Nectar is super versatile. You can use it morning, evening, play around with different ways to layer it. You could use it as a moisturizing mask, as a lightweight eye serum. Really beautiful, very, very lightly scented of, I think, rose. Yeah, it's kind of just has a bit of a light, rosy, natural smell. Actually not too rosy. It's not necessarily anything groundbreaking, but I think it's a really, really beautiful, lightweight, hydrating step. Last is the Modern Love Gommage Gel. Gommages are a fascinating product. I think that they're a little bit difficult to use. There's a learning curve, but this could be a really good option if, for example, you weren't able to try something like the Iuna Essence, which is also a gommage, during a box deal, because full price that product is really quite expensive. So this acts a little bit differently than that gommage, but I am still playing around with how to get this to work the best. But essentially what you do is you just apply a very, very thin layer to your skin, let it dry. The directions I was given say let it dry for like 30 seconds to a minute. It really depends on how thick of a layer you lay down, and then you roll it off so that you could rinse it off, but to get the gommage effect, you really want to roll the product so that it's kind of exfoliating the skin as you roll it off. I was not able to capture this on camera, but I was able to successfully do it on my face, although I had to let it dry down much longer than a minute. They just take a little bit of practice. You want to roll them off like over a sink, for example. But I really, really like the way this one smells. It's just fresh, not overpowering. If you are interested in picking up the Boxwalla Heart of Gold box, I have a link down below for you to go check it out. And remember, you have until August 10th if you decide you want to try these products. Okay, next I want to tell you about the brand from a friend of mine, Allison Calloway. She's actually a family friend. Her husband knows my brother-in-law, I believe from college, potentially even from high school. So I've met Allison in person at my sister's wedding. She's a super lovely person, and she founded the skincare brand Activist. They recently went through a big rebrand. This is brand new packaging, and I think it's really just eye-catching, will look really pretty on a vanity, and the products are really solid. I have a couple of favorites, but let me tell you about what's in the range. This isn't everything, but she just sent me a smattering of products in the new packaging. So first is the Sea to Skin Cleansing Gel. She also has a cleansing oil, so I believe she has 2 cleansers in the line. She used to have a cleansing balm, which may have turned into this gel, and I have not yet tried this. This is something I would probably use as a second cleanse. I would consider it to be, as the name implies, a gel cleanser, which I tend to use as second cleanses after I've already removed makeup. It foams up a tiny bit with water and then rinses clean, but also leaves a really nice moisturized finish. It has kind of a refreshing, like sea ocean type of smell. Okay, next is a favorite product of mine from the brand previously that I have tried, the Botanical Cleansing Oil. If you like a rinseable cleansing oil, this is a fantastic option. I'm also finishing up the Panacea Great Cleanse, as well as, not finishing up, but I have a full bottle of the Pi cleansing oil, which are both rinseable. Now, overall, I think my preference in a cleansing oil is not a rinseable cleanser or balm. I mean, the Heart of Gold Sea Change is also rinseable. I think it's just a big trend right now because people are very into oil and balm cleansing. but they want the ease of being able to just rinse it off. I prefer like the oily residue that's left behind from a more traditional oil cleanse, like the Blue Alchemy oil cleanser I'm using is a traditional oil cleanse. The Inlight Balm Cleanser I love is a more traditional residue leaving balm cleanse, but a lot of people, especially people that have more oily or combination acneic skin, like the cleaner rinse of a cleansing oil, and this is such a good one. I like this way, way, way better than, for example, the Tata Harper Nourishing Cleansing Oil. And I bring that one up because they're comparable, but this one is better and it's like half the price. It has a really sort of lightly botanical, I guess ever so slightly floral, but more just sort of botanical smell. And I love it. It's probably one of my favorite rinsable cleansing oils. Then this is, I think, a new product, or not one that I've tried, the Healing Water Toning Mist, step 2 of 4 in her Activist Cleansing Method. It has hyaluronic acid and smells pretty much like cucumber. The mist is a little bit aggressive. I prefer just a finer mist, although, you know, everyone I guess has like their own mist preferences. This is a mist that I would probably spray into my hand and then pat on my skin, similar to something like Moon Anna Rose, which I'm trying to finish that bottle up. It's almost gone, but really just refreshing and nice. This is also a really nice kind of travel-friendly bottle. Then we move to another favorite product that Activist does, the Active Hydration Signature Serum. Allison used to do bespoke serums and oils. She had a questionnaire to figure out like your skin concerns, and she would create bespoke formulations for people. The custom hyaluronic that she had made me for a couple of years, I loved. It was as good as the old generation Provise 1-to-6 tonic. She's not doing custom formulations anymore. The Active Hydration Serum is still very nice, but now it does have vitamin C, which is just something that can tend to make my skin a little bit more reactive. Yeah, it has just a really nice sort of moisture retention feel to it, and would be really, really nice if you're just looking for a moisturizing stuff. The oil in Activist's range is called the Precious Oils Active Infusion, and this is primarily grapeseed oil, avocado, hemp, macadamia, jojoba, tamanu, and noni, as well as pomegranate seed oils. It has a little bit of cucumber fruit extract. Again, that's kind of the scent in a lot of the products, is a very light cucumber smell. So if you're looking to get a blend of very high antioxidant nourishing oils, I think that this is a very nice option. Okay, now we move on and end with products that I fell in love with after like the first use. Okay, YÜLI has always seemed to fly under the radar. They don't seem to work with a lot of bloggers or influencers. They're never featured in boxes. They're not even carried their distribution is mostly direct to consumer, it seems. They may be carried on a boutique or two, but not the big ones. So they've always been a very intriguing brand, similar to me as something like Infiore. Now the experience of them is very different than Infiore, but on par in sort of their stratosphere, I guess. I've been kind of like poring over the website as I've had the products, and I just kind of want to read about them. They seem to utilize a lot of biotech innovations in skincare, biochemistry, biotech innovations for how to deliver heavy-hitting ingredients to the skin. So they have travel sizes of almost everything. I picked up travel sizes of the Halcyon cleanser, which I hear a ton about. I decided to try 2 of the elixirs, the Cocoon and Panacea elixirs. They also do a metamorphic elixir. However, it does have a plant-based retinol in it, which is why I decided to skip that one. And their Modern Alchemist serum, or it might be an oil serum, also has plant retinol in it. I think it's either Modern Alchemist or Cell Perfecto PM. So I went for Liquid Courage as the serum of theirs that I wanted to try, which is their vitamin C oil serum type product. And then they also included a sample of the Ambrosia Beauty Nectar. The Halcyon cleanser is a gel cleanser, so I used it as a second cleanse after a balm makeup removal. I massaged this into the skin for maybe 30 seconds or so, left it on for a minute or two while my shower was heating up, rinsed it off, and just that alone felt like I had done an hour-long mask steam exfoliation. I can't believe the results were so profound from just the cleanser. I do think it has some fruit enzymes in it that give it a little bit of exfoliation. It was so good that I was like, I can't, there's no way I could use this every day because I wouldn't keep getting like the same amazing results, would I? I will say I don't love here that they say, their little tagline here at the top says potent, non-toxic, and bioactive. I just really personally want to get away from using the words non-toxic to describe organic, holistic beauty products. A lot of the nomenclature in our little niche of beauty, not so little niche anymore, just really needs to change. So I wish we could just stop talking about clean beauty and non-toxic beauty. They're just divisive, fear-mongering types of labels. So that's like my little soapbox that I will now step off of, and we can keep talking about the product. So this is amazing. The elixirs I will be going through in, like, these will be gone in a couple of weeks. I like Panacea a little bit better just because it's a little more active. It's meant for normal and combination skin, whereas Cocoon is meant more just for sensitive skin, so it's much gentler. Kind of reads like a light rose water type of toner, whereas Panacea just feels a little bit more heavy hitting. Okay, Liquid Courage is, do I want to say it's I can't yet say it's my favorite vitamin C type product I've ever tried. A lot of vitamin C products over time dry my skin out. However, I have had success with the Blue Alchemy Multi-C Serum, which I really like, as well as the Blusoma Aura Phyto Brightening Serum. Both of these have vitamin C, and I've been alternating them in my routine for months now with no adverse effects. This I have only tried at night. It's a very light oil, so I need to press argan oil over top of it, or I've done the Iuna cream on top of it. This tiny little bottle is $50. So I think the full size is $125 or $150, so not cheap, but a lot of people say this is just sort of anti-aging product in a bottle and worth it. So having a really good experience so far. The Ambrosia Beauty Nectar is very interesting. I used this for the first time last night and I was researching it on the website. It has something called epidermal growth factors in it, which I went on to try and do a little bit of just superficial internet research on. It seems like it has popped up over the last couple of years in skincare, but it seems like the jury is still out on like what the results, I guess, will be over time. Now, this is really primarily a hydrating type of product, although they give lots of different ways for how to use it. It has lots of different weights of hyaluronic, and it's just supposed to impart a lot of moisture, anti-aging, cell, and collagen growth promoting properties. So I used it last night. It's not like I noticed anything super different about the moisture in my skin, but sometimes, you know, you have to use things for a little while to see how they work. So I was trying to figure out how comfortable I was with the epidermal growth factor in it. And then it also has, I think this is the one, coconut endosperm in it. I don't know, some of the ingredients that YÜLI uses are just like, so if any of you know anything about epidermal growth factor or YÜLI's formulations, I would love to chat with you. I'm always trying to figure out just where these sorts of things fit in my own skincare philosophy. I think we got through everything. I'm sure that was not as short as I thought this would be like a 10-minute video. Clearly, I cannot make those. Skincare, talking about skincare is just my true happy place. So thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed hearing about all of this stuff. Check the description box below for links. I do have an activist discount code if you would like to use that towards any purchase of any activist products. Let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video really soon.